Shoot, sorry, my bad. I was trying to summon someone else.
Do you happen to like summon demons or in general entities because you happen to be lonely in this tower?
So anyways, have you seen the new episode of Dragula?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I have. Let's go talk about it.
Boulet Brothers, Dragula, Titans, Season 2, Episode 3.
For once, I'm actually happy that you summoned me again. Anyway.
Well, that makes one of us.
Yes. But anyway, yes. Oh, this episode starts off so well. So well with everybody just getting into the mood. I will always appreciate the fact that Cynthia Doll will always bring in that sassy bitch energy. Girl, I fucking love you. Mwah.
No warm-up, just point blank. Calls out Dahlia right off the bat in the episode.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Calls out Dahlia, especially when Dahlia was just coming after someone for having What are you doing?
I'm confident she's playing a game.
Oh, she is definitely playing the game, but also when you play the game, there's going to be some opponents. And frankly, if you're going to play the game, expect opponents. All right, Dahlia?
Yeah.
You don't like getting pushed back? Don't you push first?
Exactly. You choose the games you play, and she's choosing to play a really nasty game.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And another thing that I do happen to both love and hate must be due to the fact that how it's sort of like causing a whole lot of just like outside reactions and outside magic of the episode is Sigourney weaponizing her fan base whenever she doesn't get her way. Sigourney, you can't use your fans like that, all right? Your fans can only have so much magic to bring on. Don't you use their energy. Why would you do that? I'm a demon, and even I know how to respect my followers.
I think it's important to keep in mind we're on the outside here. So there might be a bit of like Poe's law, as in she might be saying these things kind of in jest or sarcastically or in passing. She might not completely mean them, but it doesn't matter. She's still saying them, and people are going to read it whatever way they want to.
She might, although she may rely on this sort of like implication in order to suddenly get her fans to come after, because whether or not she actually means it, she might actually cause it. Because remember, we don't live in a vacuum.
It's the implication.
It is the implication.
So yeah, we get some pretty crazy drama to start this episode. And then we find out our floor show this week is going to be a gothic wedding challenge.
Oh, super duper excited. I'm just like, hey, are these queens marriage material? I will say, it could be either Dahlia Black or Eva Destruction, based around their sort of like energy and their charisma.
You would choose Dahlia Black after we just talked about how she plays dirty games.
Maybe I just want to play a dirty game with her.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't think about that.
I like a challenge in my marriage.
Okay, and then we find out our fright feat for tonight. They're going to shove their faces in some cake.
Oh, not just any cake, but a delicious-looking but worm-infested cake. And also try to find the ring. And also, I like the fact that within the challenge, if they find the ring, they like to put the curse of rain on anybody's wedding day. That is absolutely poetic. George Lucas level of poeticism.
That metaphor works a lot better than you might think it does. So the winner of this challenge, the person who can find the wedding ring in their cake, is going to have the power of rain on your wedding day. So they get to choose somebody to have water poured on them before they hit the runway. Oh my God. And Cynthia Doll, she has that sort of like bratty 4-year-old energy when it comes down to eating that cake. I just love it. Okay, so Jaharia wins. Jaharia finds the wedding band and chooses to give the curse to Sigourney. Oh, and Jaharia is not holding back. She did it full bling with no apologies, no regrets. That's what I fucking love in a queen. She does shit with no regrets. Jaharia, we love that kind of energy. No regrets, no remorse. Mwah, the best kind of queen. I think it was a good choice. If I were in her shoes, I would have picked Sigourney. She is definitely one to watch out for.
definitely, Sigourney definitely deserved it after like sort of like quote unquote implying that she'll use her fans against any other queen. Sigourney, you got the curse. The energy came back to you. How's it feel, bitch?
Yeah, and I think everyone in the fan base is on the same page. This is as of time recording, this is the best Dragula episode out there.
Oh, this is the best season of Dragula so far. I love it. We all love it.
Yeah, let's get into these looks. First up is Cynthia Dahl.
I will say, Cynthia Dahl, she may have some bratty energy, but when it comes down to her looks, she knows how to put the WOMAN in woman when it comes down to a bride.
Yeah, I was impressed by Cynthia this week. Both looks were really strong. The groom giving us the kind of like OG Vlad Impaler, and her bride look was really strong as well.
Absolutely. So strong, so sharp, so striking. It's like it strikes your eyes. It makes you pay attention without even forcing you. It's like, look at me. It's like seeing a beautiful fire burn down a forest. And you just don't want to look away. Like, it's striking. It looks dangerous, yet at the same time, it also looks beautiful and enticing.
Yeah, and a good fitting chest plate goes a long ways. Next up, Disaster Arena. I love the concept. The idea was there, especially when you see everyone going one direction, you want to go a different direction. And I think Disaster Arena did that.
Yeah, and which I would definitely encourage too, but at the same time, in theory, yes, do it. But in execution, no.
That's what hurt her, is the execution on this. Yeah, and the spikes was just, some material is good for some things and it's bad for others.
Yeah, just depending on how it just looks and how it's executed, like I just said. But Disaster Arena, spike look-wise, like I like spikes, but at the same time, just didn't fit.
The spikes look too crafty. To hit the prompt better, we probably needed just one more element that gave us more of wedding. Bringing out the groom in that cage, a lot of fun. That's a cool idea. And then the groom comes out and it was nothing.
It was just nothing. Like the groom was just wearing like lingerie and everything, which, not saying that a groom can't wear lingerie, it's just, where's it? See, like where does it flow? Where does it fit,
Yeah, if you're going to wear just lingerie, it needs to look good. It can't look like it came from Forever 21.
No, we need some Victoria's Secret.
At least.
I know.
But hey, you can teach people technical skills, but it's really hard to teach them how to come up with good ideas. So,
yeah, or of course, come up with an aura attracting idea.
Yeah, and that's why I love Disaster Arena. So I love her, but ooh, you in danger, girl. All right, next up is Priscilla Chambers.
Now, Priscilla kind of gives me this whole like Susie and the Banshees and the Cure sort of vibe when it comes down to her bride and groom look.
80s rock, right?
Absolutely. 80s post-punk, 80s new wave, 80s sort of goth rock. Like, I love it. It looked great, but there was nothing really filling within her performance. Like, yeah, sure, the bride looked absolutely amazing, but she didn't put on a performance per se. She just came there to look pretty. Whereas, like, the groom's look, like the whole tattoo bits, like, it felt lackluster.
So her kind of like stunt in this is to give ourselves tattoos on stage. Great idea on paper. It sounds metal. It sounds cool. But actually, when you dig into it, tattooing is actually a very slow and small thing. It doesn't translate to a stage.
No, it just doesn't. It doesn't really feel performative,
Yeah, and we're talking stage. So you have to play big. You play to the people in the back of the room. People in the back of the room can't really see you give yourself a tattoo.
Nope, it did not play big, and frankly, I was really disappointed in Priscilla.
I will say mid. This isn't the worst tonight. All right, this isn't horrible.
No, it's not, but
I'm
they could have done better.
Then we got Dahlia Black.
I know Dahlia Black actually does something really interesting. This sort of like, very like vampiric sort of look per se, especially when it comes down to like the concept of like bringing out a heart and giving it to the groom, And of course, the groom giving out his heart. And of course, like having them eat a heart of each other. Wow. I mean, that is interesting. That is absolutely interesting and sort of symbolic.
I'll definitely give it to Dahlia Black for having technical skills. Like, for the most part, this looks very well made, but I'm not in love with it. I think there's a start of ideas, but we don't have a fully realized idea here.
No. It kind of felt a little too like a vampiric French Revolution, like Marie Antoinette sort of vibe that she's giving off. And hey, she did eat cake, so.
You know what? Like, maybe if she would have gone in that direction, given us a little bit more to sell that, I might love this a lot more.
Yeah.
If there was more of a story, I would have loved it more. Yeah. Well, I think she's too busy trying to get people kicked off the show.
Yeah. Too busy on other people, but not busy with herself. Girl, you got to be busy with yourself first. When we say put yourself first, not just when it comes down to your mental health, but of course when it comes down to your life.
Put your oxygen mask on first before helping others.
Absolutely.
Or in this case, before trying to sabotage others.
Dahlia Black is call-out culture with two legs.
Yeah, like there's kernels of truth in everything she's saying.
But at the same time, it just feels so unnecessary. But at the same time, unnecessary drama is what fuels this sort of show.
Yeah, but then we get the accusation that she's being shitty to production. That's a whole nother level.
Oh, that is just, ooh. You could be shitty to the queens because, hey, we love it when queens fight. But being shitty to the production team, the people who run the show, You got to pick your battles, girl. You got to pick your battles.
Well, I mean, that being said, but production here, garbage.
Oh, super garbage. Just, ugh.
Worthless losers.
Yeah. God.
All right, and that brings us to Blackberry. So, all right, when Blackberry first stepped out and I saw that she was barefoot, I was actually really mad. Like, why wouldn't you wear shoes out on the stage here? All right, and then the groom comes out, though, also barefoot, and I see the lantern he's carrying, and it's just like a neuron goes off, and I'm like, oh, I see this. Like, I've read Toni Morrison, okay? I see it. This is like Southern American Gothic horror.
I will say, Blackberry does something pretty unique within this. Unique in execution. There's performance. But looks-wise, I think there needs to be more.
Yeah, it needed that X factor. I needed something that I could point to and say, that was really cool. That was really special about it. But there wasn't that thing. Then we get La Zavaleta.
La Zavaleta. She has enough suave to her, but at the same time, she's not reaching her full potential. She has so much potential, and yet she's not using it. Like, yes, the concept of Gothic Mexican sort of look, it sounds great. But at the same time, how it's executed and how it's brought out, no, she's not using the right kind of energy for that.
Yeah, I actually think this was a pretty big miss for her this week. Using stilts is actually like very imposing. It's like good. It's a good thing to use in this horror world. But that was it for the groom look.
Yeah.
It was these weird fingers. The entire face was hidden behind that hat. Didn't work for me.
I think she's trying to like give more of a sort of like Slender Man sort of silhouette, sort of like a striking look.
Yeah, that's your reading into it. She was taking inspiration from Gomez from the Addams Family.
Yeah, the Gomez's.
Which I didn't see that at all in these outfits.
I mean, I think she said like in a different universe.
Sometimes it's better to not disclose exactly where your influences are coming from when you don't really commit to those influences. Just say, this is just my bride and groom.
It's disappointing.
And that brings us to JK.
Okay, well, JK, especially with the concept of roses being like, hey, thorns in the top of the dress, while at the same time, having the roses, just come out from the bottom of the dress. I'm just like, that is a pretty unique concept. That is extremely unique. She knows how to like do something original, transformative when it comes down to looks.
This is a fully fledged idea. On paper, it's not the coolest idea, just bouquets, bouquet right side up and bouquet down. But I think execution-wise, this was a really good week for JK.
Oh yeah, it is a really amazing week for JK. Although I will mention this, during that look, did it kind of like, I don't know, her pupils, she had like eye contact pupils that were sort of like going like I don't know, both ways or something.
Yeah, she had these contacts in to cloud her eyes, and then she did like the bigger eye makeup that kind of gives the illusion of eyes looking more different.
Yeah.
I wasn't in love with it, but I think it achieved the effect she was going for.
Yeah. At least there was kind of a synergy between the bride and the groom, but not that much. It felt unequal synergy.
Yeah, I think the through line was pretty strong. I think it was good enough, especially when there's other people on the stage this week where that through line didn't even exist. And then we get Abhora.
Oh, Abhora. She is stepping it up this season. She is definitely focusing on herself more and more. And there's one thing I do notice is like every single costume and every single look, Dragula, always involves a pointy nose and sort of like a witch sort of look, which I just love. You know, she does something, you know, not just like sort of a witchy look, but she does something transformative with it.
Yeah, that witch look in the nose, that's like her MO. That is her style. And it works for her. And the more you do it, the more it works for you.
Yep, honestly though, the bride look definitely works. Definitely has more of a messy, at the same time, still excited to get married sort of look. It's like, hey, I'm getting married. I'm not going to be looking the best by conventional normal standards, but I'm still going to be looking the best in witchy standards, which, yeah, she did.
Yeah, I think Abhora is good at this messy glamour look. And that brings us to the groom look on her, which I think is fantastic. She has a very special silhouette that she does, and it works really good for her.
Oh, it does work out for her. It does work out for her when it comes down to the groom look. Honestly, though, the groom definitely strikes, but I will say being carried out by a little, like, dolly and everything, I don't know, it just felt like, why? I'm trying to ask, like, why?
Well, she was on top of cinder blocks, as if she was tied down to cinder blocks, like the way the mafia would kill you.
Right.
And then also in like the alt of that outfit, she's got stones hanging from her hands. Yeah, the ball and chain trope of weddings is a bit played out, but sometimes you just got to play the hits.
Yeah, that is true. Sometimes you got to play the hits. You got to play the hits.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, Jade.
Jade Jolie.
Yeah, Jade, she just wasn't really in it.
Oof, I'm a big Joe Dante fan, so when I saw the Gremlin, I was really happy. I was really excited, but there was no through line. This barely made any sense. Yeah, why don't we start with the bride look, which had these cross motifs, crosses everywhere, but then the veil had balloons on it.
Honestly, though, Jade, she didn't really put enough effort into the whole gothic wedding theme. I think she was just there to just look pretty in general instead of just like gothic. Like, you don't look bad, but you don't look right.
Yeah, you're kind of off prompt a bit. And then we have that look added with the groom look, with the gremlin. Putting that gremlin on you, it's too iconic. When you have that, the only thing you can do is a gremlin's look. But this wasn't a gremlin's look.
No, it wasn't a gremlin's look. And honestly, though, I think the one thing I did like out of that sort of like performance look was like when the groom just took out an eyeball out of her mouth. That actually worked, but at the same time, it was too late. Sorry, Jade, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, there are little aspects I can pick out that I'm like, I like this about it. But unfortunately, big picture, this was a really bad week for her.
Yeah. You know, the whole eyeball look and the gremlin look, you know, they're corn in a turd.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but her look is just nothing more than a turd. Just a major turd, like a disappointment. Like, it's just something I don't like to see. Yeah, sure, there's corn in it. You can notice the corn, but at the same time, it's still a turd. You're a turd, Jade.
You're an unprocessed, undigested corn turd.
Disgusting.
Man, there's actually, for such a good episode, there's a lot of trash talking I want to do here. Because that brings us to Jaharia.
Yeah, Jaharia. I mean, she looks beautiful, you know, bride and groom wise, but at the same time, it was too blue and not enough black. Especially with the baby blue, like the bottom of the dress.
Yeah, the baby blue, and then the choice of hair color for this is crazy. When you're in the Gothic aesthetics, right? You have black, like gray, maybe a silver white or red, but not like this poppy blonde.
No, it kind of felt like too frozen and not enough like black cauldron.
She's closer to Elsa than any kind of Gothic look.
Yeah. Let it go, bitch. Let it go.
The bodice, the top half of that dress just didn't really work. Like it framed from directly head on, but the second you move a little bit, then your frame is off. Yeah, those wings you need to do something else with them. Flare them out, flatten them down, make them not so big. That being said, it still isn't horrible. The craftsmanship on both of the outfits is pretty high level. It's still good.
Oh, yeah, it is still really good. There's high craftsmanship. The makeup looks amazing. It's beautiful, but it does not fit.
But I'm not putting it. It's not in my top for the week.
Yeah, you're the wrong piece in a puzzle.
I do not want to build a snowman. I hate myself for saying that. All right, next up. Up next is our cursed queen of the evening, Sigourney Beaver.
Which honestly, though, I expected a little more, grace from Sigourney. I mean, when she got the curse of the rain on her wedding day, she did not go through well. She did not learn how to play with the water well. And of course, when she came out, it just felt so, just so awkward and wonky.
She choked. The water put her on tilt. My bet is that she is betting so much on her big hair pieces that this just completely threw her off.
Yeah, not only that, but also the groom look. The groom look needed a lot more, kind of like more of a masculine, striking look, especially around the face. I think facial hair would have helped, but hey, I'm not Sigourney Beaver, so yeah.
Yeah, I think what you're picking up on, and I would say, is the silhouette was extremely feminine. You can play with silhouettes. I'm not saying you have to have a masculine silhouette for your groom, but if both of them have such a feminine silhouette, it doesn't work as well. You need opposites.
Yeah, absolutely. There needs to be a little more contrast. And look, I'm not saying men can't be feminine. I like a feminine man. But at the same time, I also like a man that strikes with femininity. A lot more of a striking feminine. And I'm sorry, Sigourney Beaver, but your groom did not strike. Really disappointing, but at the same time, what can you do? What can you do?
What can you do? You can roll with the punches. When you're given limitations, you adapt to it. If I would have had that, the first thing I would have been I would rework it into like a drowned queen.
A drowned bride. So well.
I would do an Ophelia and Hamlet story. That's where I would go.
Oh, that would have worked so well for her, but she didn't play into it. She didn't learn how to surf the chaos. She didn't learn how to surf the curse. And that's on her. And then we have Eva Destruction with her spider look theme for a gothic wedding. I will say, this look has so much synergy between the bride and the groom. Like Eva's bride look with the spider. Oh, good Lord. And of course, the groom look with the cobwebs around the head fits so well.
Fantastic. Yeah, the through line between the two is on point. I loved both of the looks. Both were very well crafted. Especially the groom look. The way that cobweb thing framed the face and then pulled it back later. That was good shit.
Not that, but also there's enough contrast in order to get more distinction. Yet at the same time, there's also synergy. I love it. There's both contrast and synergy that balanced well.
Yeah, it's called good drag. Yeah, I'm standing Eva this season. This is my favorite look of the night.
Oh, it is absolutely amazing. Eva's look killed it, especially with the fangs and everything.
All right, so who is your top monster of the week?
Eva Destruction.
I am in complete agreement with you.
Eva Destruction. She had so much of a great look, so much synergy, and at the same time, also contrast.
The Boulet brothers give us our top 4 this week, which is JK, Eva, Jaharia, and Cynthia. Do you agree with that?
I will say I do absolutely agree with the Boulet brothers. Those queens that were picked, loved it.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. I disagree with putting Jaharia up there. But that gives us our winner of the evening, JK.
And I will say JK definitely deserves it, although I would say I think Eva Destruction should have won.
And that brings us to our bottoms, which is Disasterina, Jade Jolie, and Zavaleta.
Those bottoms did not put in the work.
Yeah, and I like a bottom that puts in the work.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I'm disappointed seeing Disasterina down there, but it is what it is. All right, and so the 2 that are going to be up for elimination tonight, Disasterina and Jade Jolie.
Oh, good Lord. I will say Jade Jolie did deserve to get eliminated.
Yeah, spoiler alert, that bitch is gone. I will say, all right, I'm glad this was her time to go home. That being said, in these 3 episodes, she had a full arc. I went from hating her guts to starting to see her side to liking her in some fashion. Her looks in a vacuum were fine, but when we start talking about the bigger picture and we start comparing you to the other competition, that's where she really got f***ed. She made good TV. I loved her confessional look. That was f***ing
Oh, major C-U-N-T capital.
And that brings us, okay, our Jade Jolie is gone. Well, we're not done. We got to find out the twist of the season.
Oh, I love this twist.
So they call it the Hellbound Showdown. It's like a loser's bracket. A loser's bracket of head-to-head floor show. This is everything I wanted. One queen gets to crawl her way back into the competition, gets to re-earn the ability to be in the competition, and we get to watch some good lip syncs.
Oh, my God. It was the most fantastic twist. Loris and Frankie Von Doom. I will say, Loris definitely did step it up with her bride and groom look, especially with the pride look. Like the whole melting skin in the front, and the knife in the head. Great. Absolutely great. The groom was good, but was not great as the bride look.
I liked the groom look more. The groom look had, I believe it was actually sewn into the skin, the ribbons. That's Dragula, right? Needles in the skin, absolutely. And the silhouette was really strong. And Frankie Doom was there too. Loris moves through. We're going to see another fight against Jade Jolie next week.
Oh, let it be made glorious. Jade, you're given another chance.
Don't f it up.
I think one thing that really just puts in the whole theme of wedding and relationships is the talk about, one queen getting cheated on and another stealing another's boyfriend.
Oh my God, yeah.
That is just, that is a knife in the heart.
Those JK and Zavaleta.
JK and Zavaleta, oh my God. I swear, there is bad blood between them.
Yeah, who doesn't have drama on this season? This is crazy.
I know, and the drama is so delicious, but oh my God, it's getting spicy.
It also took 3 episodes to talk about how one of your competitors stole your boyfriend.
That is just, that is just some vicious, sadistic shit. I will say the season is just stacking up. God, the Boulet brothers keep us penetrating us with excitement. Penetrate, and penetrate hard. Penetrate so fucking good.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They're really finding their stride, and they're finding a way to really just to enter the orifice of culture. It's great to see.
It is great to see.
Just shoving it in there.
Yeah, just shoving it in and just going back and forth, just reeling us in and pushing us back, reining us in, then pushing us back, treating us like a fish.
What? We can cut it right there, but what, a fish? I am so lost. And I think it's a good thing that I'm lost. Wait, no, honestly, what do you mean by fish?
Testing, testicle testing. How was that?
I quit. Okay.